So I've been doing these recordings for probably the past 3 years. 4 technically if you count version 1.0 many years ago. And out of all the recordings, this one is usually the most requested. It's not the most listened to, but it's the most requested. The reason why is because the Austin area is filled with a bunch of ravenous band nerds, and I am happy to oblige. The Austin Nerdin, one of the most requested ones. Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning again. Daniel Valdez again. Thank you for listening, whether you're on the youtube.com/Danpodcast or you're listening through Apple Podcasts app. Either one, do your thing, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Appreciate all the support. There's a lot to get to. There's a lot to get to with this. So let's get the little details out of the way real quick. On flowmarching.com, you can get your subscription there. You'll be able to watch the entire event, prelims and finals. If you need a little bit of a supplemental companion, the world famous TexasBands.com live blog will be there. Yes, I will be there with my buddies doing the entire live blog thing. We would love it if you all came out to the event and said hello. We love talking to people about this contest. We love eating those Bush's chicken tenderolls. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands and mouth around those things. We love this activity. We love talking about it with all of you. So please come by, say hi. You'll know where to find us. You'll know where to find us. A lot to get to. Let's get it down. This is going to be high energy. It's going to be a lot to get to. Got a lot of stuff to say, so let's get to it. We are at the Bands of America Austin Regional Championship presented by Yamaha, September 28, 2019, Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Austin, Texas. 26 bands participating. One of them is walking out of here as the 2019 Austin Regional Championship. This is arguably the most difficult regular regional, not counting super regionals, in the United States. From top to bottom, it's one of the best. That top 10 is exclusive real estate. It is so difficult to get into that top 10. So we got to talk about programs. We got to talk about what people are doing. We got to talk about what's gonna take to win this contest, and what's it gonna take to get into the top 10 for finals. So let's get after it. Stop what you're doing right now and look at that first block. Stop what you're doing. I'm gonna wait 3 seconds for you to stop what you're doing, because it's not important right now, and look at that first block. That's 3 seconds. Look at that first block. I defy you to find a better first block in the United States. I defy you to find a better one. Round Rock going on at 8:30 a.m. bright and early. They're going to Grand Nationals this year. They are 3 for 3 at Grand Nationals. They've gone 3 times. They've made finals 3 times. Very exciting year for them. I can't wait to see what they put on the field. Cedar Ridge at 8:45 a.m. Cedar Ridge has become one of the most consistent programs in the nation. You need them at a regional final? They're there. You need them at national finals? They're there. You need them at state finals? They made state finals for the first time last year. They're there. They're always there. They're always giving a quality product. The Rise of Rouse begins at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. I got to see their show. I got to hang out with the program a little bit this past Saturday at the little Marchathon fundraiser thing. It's really neat, and just wait until you hear that clarinet soloist. That's all I'll say. Hendrickson going on at 9:15, bringing back the decadence, music for a decadent people. 4 programs back to back to back to back. You're not going to be able to catch your breath. I would suggest going to the bathroom well before they go on, because you're not going to want to move out of your seats when that first block goes on. That is incredible. And that's like 4 potential finalists right off the bat. And you still have 3 other blocks to get to, so let's get to it. After Hendrickson, you got a break. And then at 10 a.m., I get to say it for the first time this year, the reigning, defending UIL 6A state champions, the Vista Ridge Ranger Band, coming out with probably the most difficult visual program of the year. And they bought that Mandarin stage. Remember 2018, Mandarins had that big rotating stage? Guess who bought it? Those guys bought it. So they put that to good use. That show is is killer, to say the least. 10 a.m. Vista Ridge. Check out Pflugerville at 10:45. Barely missed finals at Lived Austin last year. They have a fantastic color guard. So that's a bubble band, too, that might be able to get into with a really good performance. Might be able to get into finals there. Check out at 11:30. Get a little radioactive. Bring out your toxic sludge and drink it down, because Leander's taking the field at 11:30, going back to Grand Nationals with their show titled Radioactive. Can't wait to hear and see what they've got on so far. Then you got lunch. Get a little bit of lunch. I'm sure by that time the Bush's chicken tender rolls will be nice and hot, piping hot, ready to go. Hopefully they got the sweet tea. And I think McNeil is hosting this contest again, and they always do such a fantastic job. So go out, make sure to support them, make sure to get lots of concessions, because that money goes back to the McNeil Band. They're always fantastic. They've done it year after year after year. Coming back from lunch, 12:30 p.m. Lake Travis High School. Barely missed it last year. Barely missed Austin Finals last year. Another bubble program with a nice design team, and they know how to perform well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting getting into finals, just to say that. Then at 12:45, the reigning, defending UIL 5A state champions, Cedar Park Timberwolf Band, 12:45 p.m. I have this feeling that the kids are super motivated this year, and it's not just because of state. Cedar Park's one of the most consistent programs ever, and they've been that way for over a decade. I have a feeling they feel like they have something to prove. They always perform extremely well, especially when they get into finals. This is one of the few programs where they consistently they get into finals, and then their finals performance is even better. I don't know how they do it. They've done it year after year after year. I don't anticipate anything different coming from this wonderful program. And then we got to celebrate anybody who's coming to who's joining the Bands of America, the Music for All party for the first time. And we could look to John Horn at 1:30 p.m. You saw them at UIL State last year with just a massive sound. I've been told they have the exact same thing again, so can't wait to see them, and welcome to the Bands of America family. We really appreciate it. 2 p.m. The reigning defending bronze medalist at UIL State last year, the Vandegrift Viper Band. This program is massive. This program is great. They're coming to Grand Nationals this year after we've begged them for years and years and years. I've literally talked to their director. We've all talked to their director. When are you coming to Grand Nationals? We've been begging them for years and years and years. They are finally obliging us. Vandegrift Viper Band, Vision Dance Team, coming out to just tear the house down. One thing you need to really pay attention to: watch and listen to their percussion this year. It is so good. It is so good at how well they're playing already. It's going to be something to behold, I promise you. Can't wait to see them go on at 2 p.m. Then you got a break. Catch your breath. 2:45, James Bowie coming out. Again, always a consistent program. They always play well. They always move well. Can't wait to see them. Check out 3:30 p.m. A little bit of Christmas, a little bit of snow coming from Westwood. Again, another program that just missed it in Austin. Just missed Austin Finals last year. Another program. They sound pretty good. Sound pretty good for this time of year. Another bubble program. Good performance. Could shake things up a little bit. Keep an eye out on them. And then 4:15, last year's Austin Regional Champion, the Claudia Taylor Johnson Band, coming out with the Circle of Life. I got to see that program at the little friends and family deal they had a couple of weeks ago. They pretty much have a complete show on the field because that's how they do it. And of course, things are going to change, and the product's going to change, and that you can say that for a lot of programs that are going here, not just the ones that are going to Grand Nationals. Things are going to change. I've been to Grand Nationals twice as a performer, once as a freshman, once as a senior. It is a long, long season. It is. That extra week at the end of the season, or that extra 2 weeks at the end of the season, it feels longer than it actually is. Trust me on that. I felt it on the field, felt it on the podium. So you got to look at. It's going to be interesting to see. We got to look at. Leander. We got to look at Round Rock. We got to look at Vandergrift. We got to look at Claudia Taylor Johnson. Those 4 programs going to Grand Nationals this year. It's going to be interesting to see how each program is handling the progression of the year. Some programs, like I've said before, some programs want an entire program, an entire show set, ready to go by the first contest. There are other programs that are going to be stopping after movement 3 that maybe have 4 or 5 movements in their show. It's all just, everybody's got a different philosophy to it. There's no right or wrong answer to it. With that being said, remember what I said last week. You cannot judge potential. You must judge what you see and what you hear and the effect that is given at that time. No potential there. So, again, going to be real interesting at the top to see who's got it. And I mean, you look at the list. You can't go wrong with about 4 programs saying, "Hey, I think they're gonna walk out of there with the big shiny trophy." You wouldn't be wrong. There's no. I mean, we could sit there and argue about it, and post on Texas fans forums, and try to say, "Hey, I think it's only going to be these programs. I think it's only going to be these people." You can't go wrong with about 4 programs that could possibly walk out of there with it. In turn, you could say the same thing about who's going to make finals. You've got a lot of bubble programs that could possibly get in. Looking at Rouse, looking at Pflugerville, looking at Westwood. Looking at Lake Travis. You gotta look at these programs. Performance is what is going to count here. What you've got on the field, and with the combination of how you perform it, you've got to turn out. You got to go all out for this because this contest is too good. Year after year after year, the contest gets better and better and better and better. It is more difficult to crack into that top 10. Like I said, exclusive real estate here. A bad performance in prelims or an off performance in prelims is not going to cut it. That is the honest truth. Being as real as I possibly can here. So if you're one of those bubble programs, and you want to try to get into finals, you want to try to prove yourself, you want to try to show everybody that you belong with the big dogs, this is your chance to do it. But you got to get everybody on the same page, got to get everything right. You can get hyped up for, and here's a point that I want to make. You get hyped up all you want about contests and whatnot. You could do your rituals, you can bring your little pet mascots to the contest or whatever. Remember, most of this work is done in rehearsal. Doing it over and over and over again. Getting consistent with the performance in rehearsal. And I'm sure your directors have beaten that into your skull over and over and over again. You're probably rolling your eyes at this point. Hey, guess what? This is the contest where it actually gets proven. It's too good. This contest is too good. So hype yourselves up. Do what you need to do. But you should already be doing it during the rehearsal. Getting consistent performance out of your rehearsals will yield consistent performances and results on contest day. What a contest. I sincerely hope you all will join me and my friends at TexasFans.com at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. It is going to be a massive party. I would suggest you get there early. And this contest is not starting as early as it used to. So there's no excuse. You're not a morning person, too bad. Get your coffee, get whatever you need to do to get up for the event. Show up early, join us in the stands. You're not going to regret it. Prelims is going to be fantastic. Finals is going to be awesome. Hopefully the rain stays away. We don't have any rain issues like we had last year, because that was super interesting to late the contest. Kind of put a little bit of a damper on things. Let's hope for really good weather. Let's hope for some nice breezes. Let's hope for some great kettle corn and Bush's chicken tenderolls. This is such a unique event. I love coming to this event every single year. Can't wait. Cannot wait. We're going to see who's coming out on top. We're going to see who's going to make finals. We're going to see who's going to be the next person to shock the world. Who's going to be the next program to get into finals and say, hey, you know what? We belong here. Who's it going to be? Could be you. Could be somebody I'm talking to right now. If you want to be a part of the party, you want to get in there, you want to be performing under the lights this Saturday night, then get to work. Let's get out there and let's do it. I'm done here. Austin Regional, come see us. We're going to be there. Nobody does it like we do. The live blog is such a unique experience. Commentary, photos, silly little things. Might be even something between prelims and finals on Facebook. Maybe a live Q&A or something like that. How would you like that? In between prelims and finals. Now, it's not going to last the entire time because I would like to, at some point, eat and go to the bathroom. I'm not a robot. So keep an eye out for that stuff. There's going to be a lot of content for you to consume this weekend. Remember to go to flowmarching.com, get that subscription so you can watch the event if you can't be there. Remember to check out our live blog, live.txbands.com. We're going to be holding it down. Kelly Reed's Athletic Complex, we are coming for you. By the way, clear bag policy. Probably should have mentioned that at the end, or should have mentioned that at the beginning. Clear bag policy. Leander ISD is instituting that this year. So check the Leander ISD website. Check Music for All website. They have all the details. Let's try not to have any issues with that this year. I'm done here. We will see you in Austin. I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to meet all of you and say hello and talk about this wonderful activity with you. I'm done here. Let's go. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.